Batsheva, thank you very much for your time. Please explain light body.
Privileged to be here with you, and light body is actually the light in our atom. It's the divine body within us, and it's actually representing the higher consciousness.
Batsheva, your information doesn't seem to be coming from a tradition, an established religious or something tradition. So where is your information coming from?
I would like to share an experience that I had in the year of 2000. I was floating on the Dead Sea in Israel and meditating. And while I was floating and meditating, a vision came to me, and the vision was of a beautiful luminous lady. Her feet were on the ground and her head reached the sky. She was huge, luminous, with the light of the moon, the silvery light of the moon, and the face of the moon. Mm-hmm. And she was the divine feminine. She smiled at me with a smile that went through my body, through my DNA, like a beautiful soft breeze of love. And then she bent down, she picked me up, she put me on the palm of her hand. And here I was, this tiniest dot of light on the palm of her hand. She picked me to her face and she smiled at me with a smile that just washed me like this tender waterfall has completely transformed the way that I feel, the way that actually my DNA. And then she picked her hand to the sky and she went like that. And when she did, I knew that she was connecting me to higher vibrations. And then she brought her hand to her face, and again this wonderful, wonderful, loving, soft, beautiful, yet very powerful smile. Then she bent down, she put me on the ground. And I understood that I was initiated. I figured that I was initiated to move further on with my spiritual teaching and to heal, to move further on with my healing skills and so on. A few months ago, when I was to give the idea of my seminar to Body, Mind and Spirit, it came to me that I was to teach the ascension and how to move into the light body. And then when the idea came to me, I felt like my DNA was opening more and more, and I was getting the knowledge. And then I understood that the divine feminine has come 2000 to actually tell me that I will be teaching people to move into the luminous body, because she was luminous. And it took me that much time to understand the deeper intention of this initiation. So yes, my understanding of the processes that we are in now and looming into the light body feels like a very high call, because when the ascension will be actually happening, the people who will understand how to move into the light body and understand the process will be able to help others, because others are at risk of going into hysteria. And the situation will be that people will be, by the meditation that I'm teaching, connected to the divine, connected to bliss, connected to feeling of being safe and protected, will actually create a coherent bubble or a cocoon, if you say, that will protect them on the ascension. They will be able then to immediately act and help others, help many people on the way. People who will not understand and will connect to fear will be thrown into the chaos. People who will connect to the divine and to love will stand beautifully and will lead humanity to the next stage. So it's either love, trust, and the divine, or fear. And therefore, the call is to awaken up and be ready to experience the most elevating ascension human being ever have experienced, as this would be the first time human being ascend in conscious state. We all have in our memories, non-conscious memories, many ascensions that we went through our life cycles, but this will be the first time we will ascend consciously, and we will be able to experience an amazing experience if we are trained, if we understand the process, and we go through the process in coherency and in trust in the divine.
Batsheva, what were you doing? What was happening in your life before 2000?
I started my adult life, 23 years old. I was a very, very successful businesswoman in the area of optical. I had shops in Israel. I also imported eyewear and sunglasses collections and distributed them. And then I designed eyewear collections and sunglasses. And I was presenting my collection in New York and in Milan in international shows. And I was very successful. Yet I knew in my heart that that wasn't my core. And also in this work that I was doing as a businesswoman, I was always in tune to the happiness of the people I was giving my services to. So being focused on giving the best products, the best service, and giving the best to my clients, I was more and more successful because people have realized it and they recommended me to other acquaintances, and so I was doing really well. But yet I knew this was something I was doing in between. And I was actually studying since 28 years old. I studied Kabbalah, and I studied, since then I never stopped studying. I'm a specialist on hand readings, face readings, on human frequency code, and this is a way of diagnosing a person's vibration. So Juke is a therapy that I can heal people through corresponding points on their hands. Numerology, classical numerology, and Kabbalistic numerology. I specialize on dreams. I also studied counseling. I am a certified coach. I'm a master coach, NCIL. I have been vice president of International Coach Federation in Israel. I coach on personal issues. I coach family, couples, medical, like I escort people that are going through a huge crisis because become ill and everything around them changes and everything around them becomes in a situation that they have to find their balance, how to deal with everything and how to prepare for what is ahead. So I do medical coaching, and I also do business coaching from spiritual point of view, because I have the background of being a businesswoman and a spiritual guide, and so I have the understanding how this connects very, very well. And I'm a healer. I heal people with a system that I created, and I call the systems frequencies of light. I teach the system, and this system is about healing people with energy, and energy means vibration of energy, the voice, using healing vibrations to speak, the words, and all this create a very healing situation. Sometimes in a very miraculous way, like in one time create a huge transformation in one session sometimes. So there are many stories that I've worked with around that, and I'm very aware of the energy, and this is something that with the Western way of thinking and the Western medical way, we have learned to ignore the energy. The Western medicine focuses on the body, or even parts of the body, without relating to the whole of the body. And energy medicine is about wellness, it's not about sickness. It is the Western medicine. So when our energy goes wrong, we feel something is not right, we don't feel well, but the doctor can't explain to us what is happening because it's not shown yet in the body. It's only when the energetic problems are not dealt with at the level of energy, then it impacts the body and the sickness.
Could you help our viewers understand sacred from your point of view?
Okay. Sacred is